Hello, folks. It is Jet coming back to you for another day on Raj Muuin. Not sure what I'm doing yet. Cool. Let's burn some of this stuff. Anything else to burn? Glass. I'll put the rest away. Ooh. Okay, so it's a new day. It's late. Well, for me it's late. It's nearly 11. But the thing is, I'm not going to get a chance to record later. Before time to upload. This I have to be able to compile this in the morning, send it up in the afternoon, so that it will be ready for you in the evening Wednesday. Payday for me. It is the mortgage payday, the one where nearly the entire paycheck goes to the mortgage. Which technically is bad. You're not supposed to have more than like a third or a quarter of your income go to the housing, but mine's closer to like 40%. Not 50. It would be like bad. Very bad. Anyways, I am just back from giving my presentation. It did not go horribly. I mean, it was muddied by the fact that I had to present on an old defunct piece of software no one other than myself has ever used. So I was more or less putting it out there and, getting reactions and letting people steal from it if they thought there was anything worth stealing. So there you go. It went. Everybody was friendly. Everybody has been friendly in the past. One person picked up on our little magic trick that our thing does pretty quickly and was able to explain it to one of the other regulars. Even better than I did myself. It's a thing I've used or taken for granted for so long that I had since forgotten exactly how it worked. So, there you go. What I don't even know what day it is. Anyway, today I'm going to continue the topic of food, or cooking, actually. Let's see. Here, cook me some of this, please. I'll just cook everything I can until I cannot. Spiders. So, yeah. I mean, what's outside is sort of a jungle, sort of, not quite. So, there you are. How you doing? Hello. Well, probably my best recipe is the one I'll do for you next. It is really nice. It is called green. Just in case you were wondering, it's called green. I even have an imager. I'll link you, if I remember to anyways. I'll link to the album, which sort of pictorially describes this recipe. But it is a sauce, and it's a fairly thick sauce, and I use it primarily as a pizza base. One shot. But it is so nice. Lately, though, I've been having some difficulty with it. Like, it's not coming out exactly right. Man, why do these guys come out at night? I'm not thrilled with their passing through the ground. That's problematic. Well, making the base is as easy, essentially, as having the right ingredients. Really, that's all there is to it. And it's important to measure them accurately. Because in the original recipe that I found, yes, this is based on something, but the original one, has he been trapped down there the whole time, is imprecise, and so it was very variable, very random as to whether or not it was good or not. And so I took the time. It took a few tries. I can't remember exactly how many, but it required taking the time to measure. I'd make it according to the recipe, and I'd measure by weight, by gram, how much had been used, and if it tasted right, I would record it, and if it didn't, I wouldn't. And I eventually narrowed down to something that was consistently working out, but lately it hasn't been. It's been kind of funny aftertaste, and I almost wonder. I've been using the same basil plants pretty much all summer because they grow rapidly. But whoa, piss off! And I almost wonder if in the potting soil I have, they are taking on a taste from that. You know, because they're sort of recycling it in its old potting soil. Maybe it's part. I don't know. Maybe just getting lazy in my measurements. I don't know either. But regardless, when done right, this is an amazing base. And like I said, all you have to do is gather the ingredients and blend them. That's it. Then you're done. Hello. Well, this guy needs a way in and out. Hey, morning. Very good. Oh, nothing's planted here. I hear you. Well, I heard one, but... So... Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I mean, here I have on my other screen, and I still can't quite finish explaining. Sorry, give me a moment. Yes, I'm better, but I'm also tired, so please forgive me. Soapstone. I think... Yeah, ignore me. So, collect what you want is 15 grams of fresh basil. Meaning, pick your own plant. Or, at the very least, have it not be too dry, but not wet either. Because, unfortunately, water is heavy. And so if your ingredients are wet, your measurements will be way off. You'll have much less of the ingredient than you think you do. So, I cannot plant rat. So yeah, 15 grams of fresh basil, 40 grams of fresh baby spinach. Presumably, spinach will work just as well, but maybe baby spinach is flavored slightly different, so that might make a difference. So, at the very first, your first try, 40 grams of baby spinach. Again, measure dry. If you have to wash it off, that's fine, but do it after you've measured it by weight. 40 grams. You must not... Oh, I see. You must not... you need fresh garlic cloves. Chop them up or smash them. It doesn't really matter because the whole thing's going to get blended. Whoops. Anyways. Between 10 and 20 grams, depending on how sensitive you are to garlic. I trench more towards 20, and it's fine for me, but some other people I know basically die trying to ingest that much garlic. Let's see. Let's see. Bear with me as I apologize. How about... Oh man, I really want to plan for this town. I just need a moment to think. Well, anyways, next up, 5 grams. Take a single lemon, and the best thing you can do is get an unwaxed lemon. The problem is that's not easy to do at a grocery store because they wax them to protect them and keep them longer. So I often begin to grate their surface to get rid of the wax. Unfortunately, some of the best taste is near the surface, so that might also be part of why the taste has been off lately, is because I've been getting rid of the wax first. But if you can get an unwaxed lemon, then grate the surface and achieve about 5 grams of these gratings. This is referred to as zest, lemon zest. And that's 5 grams. Then cut open the yeah, there's a road over here too. The road will go around. I still don't know. It's only 3 wide. I guess a 3 wide's not so bad. But cut it open and squeeze the juice out, obviously, until you have about 15 grams of juice. And be careful not to remove any seeds that might be squeezed out as a result. You don't really want to blend the seeds. I'm not sure that will do you any harm, but you don't really want those. So yeah, 5 grams of zest and 15 grams of juice, fresh squeezed. If you're particularly efficient about this, then 1 lemon should last you for 2, be able to double you up 10 grams and 30 overall zest and juice. Let's see here. I'm not sure. This town's throwing me off. Everything's at such weird levels. Oof. I just don't know. Whoa! Hello! Next. Oh, nearly done. Cool, thank you. How many did I have? 13. Not really worth it. Okay, sorry, hold on. Okay. Then you want 65 grams of grated Parmesan cheese. 90 grams of pine nuts. And let's see. Now, you can substitute almonds for pine nuts. You want to smash them up first with a mallet or something, because otherwise they'll have difficulty blending, because they're tougher than pine nuts. And you will get a distinctly almond aftertaste to this, but that's actually good. It works. The thing is, the resulting sauce becomes more of a paste, which means it might be better applicable to things like if you want to use it as the insides of ravioli, like homemade ravioli, that would work really well. Or you could like wrap it up inside like a chicken breast and cook it that way. Instead of like cordon bleu or something, it's actually green on the inside, and that would be amazing. I have occasionally breaded salmon. I'd roll it around in the green and then bread it and pan-fried it, and that was amazing too. I did it with chicken, and that didn't really work out as well, but regardless. You also want a tablespoon or roughly 4 or 5 grams of salt and the same of black pepper. Half a cup of olive oil. I'm not sure, but that's close to 100 to 105 grams. But that, since it's a liquid, it's much easier to measure by volume rather than weight, so just half a cup is fine. And then you put these in a food processor and you blend them until they have a fairly monochromatic neon green color. There'll always be little spots in it. You can't avoid that, but that's fine. Just not giant chunks. Get it fairly smooth, and you're done. That's the sauce. Put it on anything. It's essentially a pesto, but it's a very sharp, tasty pesto. Hello. So you like the spiders are not hostile during the day. Is that it? Okay. God, you guys shut up. Maybe I should get rid of this tree. They're hanging around under this tree a lot. Oh, well, that's no reason to get rid of it, though. Oh, man, I completely lack for a plan. How about we go underground, then? How about we go underground? We ought to make a tunnel to the mine shafts. There aren't any mine shafts that I know of, but tunnel downward from town, because every time I come out here to go down, I get lost trying to come back out. Plus, I end up wasting half the day down here. So that's green sauce. Put it on any crust. I could tell you how to make a good, decent crust. Sometimes I have to refer to it as zombie crust because it comes out too sticky and is hard to work with. But sometimes it's just fine. But alternatively, you could use it like a whole wheat pita flatbread. It's perfect crust. For a more personal sized pizza, that would be fine. Let's see, what else? Maybe you could roll it up in a... I always end up saying whole wheat, but maybe roll it up in a fajita? Not fajita. A tortilla with some sort of meat or something, and that would work really well too. Oh, bastards. Now, let me think. What's up there? I feel like this stuff shouldn't be down here. And yet it is. Just a layer of sand underground, huh? Okay. No problem. I see, it's not reaching the surface. So this is basically like gravel, but sand. That's good to know. Of course, sand is easier to come by than gravel sometimes. Which is why I generally avoid using gravel. Because, you know, when you commit to a project that needs a lot of it, and then all of a sudden you can't get it. Oh man, where... Cat. Shush. You have nothing to complain about, I'm pretty sure. Yep, probably the most delectable green pizza I made. You know, homemade crust, green sauce, mozzarella, mixed with more parmesan on top. But I also grated some spicy Italian sausage, almost to like mince, you know, like Hamburg, but sausage. And I put that in the cheese, and then of course like some vegetables like mushroom or green pepper on top, and that was amazing. It's probably not the best thing for me, but it was just great. It was amazing. Overall, a green pizza like this is slightly higher calories than, let's say, something you get from Papa John's. However, it tastes a billion times better, and the calories you do get are I hesitate to say healthy because they're probably not super healthy, but compared to any fast food pizza, they are amazingly healthy. So if you're going to have pizza, make your own and use green sauce. The fats you'll get are the sort that provide good cholesterol, except for the cheese. The cheese will give you bad cholesterol no matter what, or at least neutral cholesterol. But the green sauce, aside from the Parmesan, the olive oil fats and stuff are all ones that do you reasonably well. So it's worthwhile to have. And then there you have it, I guess. That's basically it. I don't really have much else to talk about. I'm not doing a very good job of working on this poor town. I'm indecisive. I mean, I've chosen this place. I need... like I said, the roads are throwing me off. They're very up and downsy. I'd like them to be level, but they're not. It's getting dark. It would be kind of a relief to sign off today, because I'm doing this out of emergency need rather than preparedness. Did you hear that? I think I heard a snake. I bet it... Yeah. Where are you? They're turning out to be more rare than I expected them to be, given the new configurations. And they should be, but not this rare. God, where are you? Oh, geez, look at my health, or hunger. So, of course, I toss out the carrots. There's no real reason to kill a snake, but I'm on the lookout. See, the hissing has gone down, so it's back this way somewhere. Oh, God. Those need to be less common. Or I need to some way to tamp down on the rate of all spawns, not just... Because unfortunately, the way that spawns are sort of on this lottery ticket system in terms of who gets to spawn when, results in if you make one thing more rare, everything else gets more common. And that's not necessarily what you want. I'd kind of like raw numbers, like... A deep desert wouldn't spawn a ton of creatures, only just a couple. But right now, if I turn down one thing, then everything else gets more common. So that doesn't quite work. All right, let's burn more that stuff. Whoa, I'm losing control. What's going on here? There we go. More of this. Put this away. Where'd the other stuff go? Yeah. You belong over here. Whoops. Not you, though. Well, that wasn't worth too much. God, I can hardly speak. Can I make... Can I... Whoops. Just normal stone stairs, huh? Normal cobblestone slab. That's too bad. Yeah, okay. So you can make regular old cobblestone if you need it. But it's too bad you don't get cobble variety. Now this stuff, I don't think I can make slabs. Can I? Oh, I can make slabs, but maybe it's the other one I can't make. Yeah, still no steps. So the colored ones are a little bit more limited. Shut up. I'm not too thrilled with blue. It's gonna make for a weird town. But then again, civilizations work with what they have. So I'll have a bluish town. Alright guys, well, I haven't been terribly cohesive today, not that I ever am. But I gave you the green recipe, and that's a big deal. I think anyways. It's fabulous stuff, you really need to try it. Right, okay. Good night. Thanks for watching, and please come again tomorrow.